Okay, and hello there.
Yeah, hello there.
My name is Jarek. I'm with Shimon today.
Yep.
I've got support. We got so much to unpack and to show that I actually needed support today to help me out, at least to managing the comment section and the presentation. So for those of you who dial in for the first time, I'm the Icon Studio CEO, and we do this AMA. Normally we do AMA like every fortnight, every 2 weeks. This time around is a special broadcast.
Yeah, it's just a special live stream,
Exactly.
just so we can share some information about the upcoming campaign for caves.
Exactly. So it's gonna be mainly focused on the caves and maybe partially about the pre-painting technology. If you have some more questions, as I can see, there's some questions regarding Rampart, and I'm gonna be happy to answer those questions as well. Just check.
Yeah,
sorry, my haircut is not the best today.
Just some information, of course. This is just an extra live stream. The normal live stream will be tomorrow, as usual.
Yeah. So you'll be able to see my ugly face tomorrow. Okay, so because we got so much to show you, I've got so much to show you about this campaign. Let's move on to the agenda, right? So where we're going to start today. So it's the first one. First of all, it's questions and answers number 1, 21st of February. It's the first one, and we're gonna be doing one more. I reckon it's gonna be round about in a couple of weeks' time, just before the campaign starts, because then we're gonna have even more materials to show you. Obviously today only caves, and we're going to start with a social media questions and chat questions. Then let's talk a little bit about stretch goals and super stretch goals, and towards the end I have a lot of pictures to show you of the pre-painted, and I'll try to explain you the quality and everything else around it, because we don't have a chance yet to explain everything. So it's a great technology which we developed, but yeah, let's move on.
Yeah, let's head in. Right, so first of all, Marco says on the Discord, how does the pre-painted terrain deal with the clipping points? Will there be paint missing in spots? Do you want to answer that first?
Oh yeah, sure. Can you just show the slide? So with this new process with pre-painted, we needed to actually change the way we are manufacturing the sprues, and especially for dungeons and lasers. There's a number of improvements which we did, so which I will show you now on the camera. Let me just change quickly to the unboxing camera. Okay, so this is one of the pre-painted sample. As you can see, both sides. Now, what we have done, we've done a good number of changes. First of all, as you can see, you don't have a clipping points here where the detail goes, right? So all the around here, it's much easier. There is no clipping points, right? The other thing is, you have those clipping points now here on the bottom. Let me just zoom in, which are much smaller. So we actually make them in terms of diameter half size. So they are much smaller. Please bear in mind this is only sample, because I've got plenty samples to show you, because the color is not final. We're still working on the colors and everything else and the shade of the paints. But yeah, so 2 improvements. One, there's no clipping points on detail. I think there's only one here, tiny one, which was needed for this pre-painting process. And the second one is they're much smaller now. The gates and vents, they're much smaller now. So 2 very big improvements, which means we needed to change our process. Which means we needed to change our process, and that's what we did. And this, I think there's one more question.
Yeah, question 2. Any info what legacy add-ons will be available in the Caves campaign or Pledge Manager? Maybe pre-painted.
So I do have a small list here. Oh, sorry, I went too far a little bit. So for the legacy stuff, that's what we're planning at the moment. There will be a little bit more. And what you're going to find them, you're going to find them only in the add-on sections, although we might have some additional options of swapping or changing with the Pledge Manager. Instead of now taking some super stretch goals, maybe you can go for the anything which is legacy sets. We are testing different type of paints and different type of coloring on those things as well, so please expect them to be a definitely good quality though. So that's what it is. This is not the entire list, by the way. And once we move to other slides, I have prepared something for you showing a bit more elements which gonna be available as
Yeah, one thing, Captain Ferrite, the dwarf mines, they're going to be available in pre-painted straight to retail, I believe. So you'll be able to grab them then. They won't be in this campaign though.
That's the one, right? I'm gonna be showing this one just in a sec.
Yeah, they should actually be coming out really soon to retail, so you'll be able to grab them then.
Yeah. Okay. Let's move on to the next question.
Yep. So Koroth Bluesteel says, Caves, what is the plan for the Translucent Carnage Tract sub-theme pre-painted when we unlock it? Would the paint entirely negate the translucent effect? Have some translucent parts, or still have some translucent parts still visible? And how well does the Prismacast apply with the translucent plastic? Can you show some examples?
Okay, so I am unable to show you any examples today on the translucent plastic because we haven't done it yet. But we tested this one on normal plastic. So let me just show you something, right? Let me just show you something. Obviously, this is just the test we did. So bear in mind, we also tested on one of the miniatures, which was yeah. Okay, so what you see here is the layer of paint, which is just the kind of translucent so the original color stays. So this is the original color of plastic. So what we did, we just overpainted just a little bit, like it's called in Photoshop, how it's called in Photoshop, transparency, kind of like that. So this will allow us just to either selectively paint elements, like you see here, we have like a ball and chain and some metallic elements, and then remaining elements which needs to be translucent, we can just slightly paint, just a little bit, to put tiny translucent, exactly like a layering. So Mr. Bonji just mentioned something exactly that way. So you don't have to fully 100% overpaint. It's not required. We can only put like a tiny mist of paint, which then works like this. So what I will have, because I'm going to be doing this pre-painting on translucent because I need that one, you'll be able to see that in the next next Q&A about the caves just before the campaign starts. So we will do that.
Yep. So, next question. Koroth says, Caves, how big are the 3 planned mini add-ons? About the size of the Deus Lair ones? Or more like a single sprue option, like the Ghost Pack from retail?
You can flick through and okay, yep. So okay, let's do slowly. So what the plan here for the miniatures is that we're gonna have three separate sets, and each of the sets will fit to the themes, the main themes of the campaign. Each of the sets will contain of at least 2 sprues. That's the target is. So you're gonna get 2 sprues of miniatures. And here we can see the concepts just for one of the set. So you're gonna get the skeletons, right? Skeletons, and then skeletons, yeah. Skeletons, and each of them will have additional sets of arms or different type of props you're gonna be, able to attach on the miniature, just to differentiate them from any other. So we're looking at 6 skeletons. Go through. Yep. And then in the same set you will find some imps. So there is 4 miniatures of imps. Yeah. And then yep. And then is a butcher. I mean, not butcher. I mean the Beef the Horned Demon.
Yeah, we're wearing our inspirations on our sleeves, I guess.
No, come on. It's not been inspired by anything. But in a nutshell, you can see here on the right-hand side corner of your screen, but I basically make a small cuckoo because you don't see it now. So each miniature add-on is 10 miniatures plus boss. And then I mentioned about the bestiary in PDF, but as well, what we're going to do is you also going to have available to, well, we were going to work on a campaign book as well. So there will be a campaign book with the bestiary in a hardcover, so equal to...
just about that. Yeah, I don't think it's going to be a full campaign book, right? It's just going to be like a supplement, mainly.
It's going to be a supplement to Caves. So yeah. You're going to have like a, not the full entire campaign, but at least the supplement to Caves, and with that you will get a bestiary. I can show you the quality. If you haven't backed the Deus Lair, if you haven't got it, I'm quite happy to show you the quality of the book, which we did. So this is from the Deus Lair campaign, which we're shipping at the moment, all the miniatures. hardback, rather hardcover, and the quality, that's the quality of the book itself. So you will find pictures, you will find arts for every single entry and such. So please expect that for this campaign as well. And then just to show you quickly the campaign book. Now, the follow, that's the campaign book, is
260 pages.
290 pages.
Well, that's not including, of course, like the.
And then as well, there's a huge. It's a massive book anyway, but you can see there's a lot of info here, as a full story, full background for the universe, as well as the full campaign, right? So that's what it's about the book. If you're going to, we might make those books also available in this campaign, but we'll see if there is a demand, right, for it. Okay, so should we move on, Shimon?
Yep.
Let's move, because the questions, we will come back to the chat questions just in a minute, right? So let's go maybe through.
Trishar says, how many add-ons will be in the Caves campaign, and how much will they cost, or how much will be in an all-in pledge?
About the pledges, we will go through the page just in a minute as well, just to explain to you that one. But if you go through, so in terms of miniatures, this is the packs you might expect it. So 3 packs, as I mentioned, every single one to fit to the theme, right? And then we're looking at the price, at the full price with VAT 25 euro. Okay.
Next up we have the terrain.
Then you have a terrain, and we have a selection of painted, unpainted terrain, and that terrain in fact is actually the super stretch goal. So when the super stretch goal is unlocked, you're gonna get one section of it. You can pick any, and then it will be also unlocked in the add-on section. So if you really like one of the themes and you want to go full steam ahead with it, you can also get it more sets. Okay, then we have the legacy stuff. The question was just a few minutes ago. I've seen a question on a chat board about the airship. Yes, we're gonna make some elements from those available additionally to buy or to purchase. I'm not quite sure if we're going to make just the extension bit one, but I'm thinking about it because kind of people wanting. But anyway, that's the number of elements you're going to find in the pre-painted section. We might expand this legacy stuff if there is requirement. So, and when I'm saying requirement, we are almost ready with survey. So once the survey is out, you'll be able to tell us what exactly you want with this campaign.
I'm pretty sure that survey's already been released, no?
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, we've got the results back already.
Okay, so we got the result back, so we're gonna look at the results then.
Well, we might re-release it, because in case, like, someone missed it or something, you never know.
Yep.
Yeah.
And then various stuff. So various stuff is basically something if you haven't opted for the campaign, we will make those elements to buy separately. So and then towards the bottom you got the Caves campaign. Excuse me, Caves campaign book and the bestiary. Cool.
Yep. So next up, Rax says, will we be able to swap a core for 2 super stretch goals, or the sub themes?
This is something we have to discuss within the team. I know the swapping anything is a huge problem for the pledge manager, right? To manage the pledge manager. So something we will discuss internally, but I'm not going to promising anything at this stage, right? So yeah, let's move on to the next question.
Yep. Ryan James says, more of a suggestion than a question. Making the sub-themes super stretch goals, yet having them essentially act as rooms did in previous Kickstarters adds needless confusion and uncertainty to the campaign, especially since they are all revealed upfront and are a major part of what's being pledged for. They should be available in the beginning, like the rooms are in all previous Kickstarters. I'm pretty sure you'll be making all 9, but there will be a lot of unnecessary confusion about what happens if they aren't all hit, or what levels to pledge for by having them as goals instead of part of the initial offering. That's a
very good question, Ryan. And if the thing is about the super stretch goals, and they are fully visible at the moment as a concept. but they haven't been kind of put on a page as we're going to unlock them for sure, right? So once we're ready to refresh the page and fix it, what you were going to find, you won't find them at the beginning of the campaign, obviously, and we're gonna be gradually unlocking them. So what we did, we just wanted to show you how far we can go with the campaign, and with hopes that you will bring more people being interested in the campaign. That's how it works. Kind of, we use the, let's say, marketing trick to show you exactly how far we could potentially go.
Yeah, we just want to be pretty much entirely transparent with you guys, you know.
Yeah.
This is what you can possibly get.
Are we going to unlock all 9? I don't know. I've got a slide prepared for this one to show you.
I think we could.
We will see. Nothing is basically, nothing is written in stone. So this is first time when we're going to run pre-painted campaign.
Yeah.
And we really don't know.
I mean, I think the pre-painted is very. It's a very attractive offer, I think, for a lot of people. Which you know.
Hopefully.
I think it adds up. Okay, Patrick Sang says, is there a possibility if we hit a high enough number of additional super stretch goals, or rooms, as others have called them, being added?
I don't understand the question.
Oh, so basically if we hit like an absurd goal, is there a chance that we can add even more
even more sub-themes? Yeah. You never know. Maybe. I mean, that number would have to be crazy, and something we don't planning for that. We didn't plan for that one, but campaign is gonna be 21 days, by the way. So we plan to do a little bit longer campaign than normally, not 14 but 21 days. So halfway through we will know whether we have to kind of design more stuff, or what we have done, and I'm gonna be showing you in a second the stretch goals as well.
Yeah,
is enough for this campaign, or we have to go more.
Well, one thing we're definitely missing is definitely like a mushroom biome now, underground mushroom, myconids.
Yeah, that's also option, but we have tons of stuff in the stretch goals, so maybe we're gonna spill the beans a little bit today. Okay.
All right. Caves. Any chance that we could get full height dwarven mines as an optional add-on in the crowdfunding project? Because I've heard a lot of people still asking for the full walls for the dwarven mines.
Yeah, I think we have to do it. So it's gonna be added to the list. I know the tooling requires some fixing, as far as I remember last time when we talked about this one. It's about the pins and pegs, but maybe you can actually fix this one with pre-painted. Yeah. Okay.
Can we have rocky caves also available in clear plastic, maybe tinted, so they can be used for more stuff like ice?
Yeah, I read that comment today. I think it's a good idea. However, we haven't planned for that one. So what I will do next time when we have these caves on the thingy on the injection machine, I will ask the team to actually make it in one of the colors, and we will think then. Maybe, because it's a good idea.
I think it's a really good idea, because maybe even have it pre-painted, maybe.
Yeah. This could be actually additional kind of big, maybe one of the stretch goals. We will think. We'll think about that. Yep. But it's a good idea though.
Dave82 says, will you be able to buy the bridges separately and the hills as add-ons? I don't want a whole set just to get the bridges, but it doesn't seem a bridge comes with the base Rocky set.
No, it's a part of the integral part of of the set, unfortunately. However, I will show you stretch goals in a second, and you're gonna be happy with the stretch goals. So if you're gonna go for something smaller pledge with the normal stretch goals, you will get at least something like bridges, because there is one bridge, definitely one. I think even two, and there is something which I would say heals as well in a set. Okay.
And says, super stretch goals are very confusing this time around again. Does one set include 3 different sub-themes, or can you mix the sub-themes? If I was getting one minor pledge with one super stretch goal set, for example, could I get Belly of the Beast core set with the Spider Lair, Goblin, and Ritual Site super stretch goals? Yeah, so definitely this is a recurring theme. The stretch goals this campaign are a little bit more confusing, especially for people that are coming in first time. But yeah, basically, for each unlocked super stretch goal, you are able to select one additional free sub-theme room. And for every super stretch goal unlocked, we also reveal 3 sub-themes for you to choose from. And if you want more than that, you can, of course, add them through the add-ons.
Yeah. I've got the graphic. I've got one page to show you in a second, explain exactly, because, just in case. Yeah.
Tactician says, is there an option...
Hello, Tactician.
Yeah, hello, Tactician.
Nice to see you back.
Is there an option to get the regular stretch goals with Prismacast pre-painting? Personally, I would increase the cost of the pledges to account for this. Looking at the costs, it seems that painting the super stretch goals is significantly more expensive than for the core set. How are the hills attached to the floor tiles? It looks like there could be some of the demonic theme terrain, especially the bridge, that could be useful for the Rocky Caves theme, but also not worth getting just for the small part of the set. Especially is what I want painted.
Okay, so I can show you this. This is a sample, 3D printed sample, because that's what we test the thingy. So the bridge itself, every single hill, like that's the hill, right? So we did test painting and just to see how we can achieve it. And anyway, every single hill will have a pegs here. So they're actually in exactly spots where the tiles are. So when you place it, it locks. You then remove it basically, but it's exactly the same as normal dungeon laser system.
Yep, worth also mentioning that you can also just place it freestanding anywhere you want. Oh.
Yep, so yeah, that's another one. And you see here, and it's freestanding as well. If you need that if you need to use this for something else, right? Mm-hmm. Let's go!
Hi guys, is it possible to order the airship? I've seen the Kickstarter, but I was expecting to find it in your regular range. Will there be an official publication?
You'll be able to get it through this campaign for sure. Mm-hmm. That's the one thing, because it's gonna be available as a super stretch goal.
Or as an add-on?
As add-on, sorry, as add-on. Correct me. Thank you.
Yeah, one more thing to add to this. I've seen also a lot of people ask if they can purchase additional sections of the airship. Right now that isn't really possible because it's integral to the sprue, it's attached to the sprue, and there's no real possible way for it to separate it.
Unless we're gonna sell the entire sprue, so that's something...
Unless we sell the entire sprue. Yeah. But there's one thing I will mention. Maybe in the future, when, you know, we want to make some more airships, maybe even possibly an airship game, like we've mentioned before, we could like just maybe sneak in a couple of extension parts onto the a sprue for you.
Yep, there is option. However, you know, if you assemble with those two bits you have there, it's actually quite long shape.
It is. Anyway. It is quite long. It's quite large. Yeah.
Maybe the camera and the way we showed you this one, you might not see it, but it's really large. I don't know why you. Yeah, we say you can extend it forever if you want. I mean, as long as you want. But in general, the size of it is actually bigger than we wanted originally to make. Anyway.
Okay. Yeah. Well, we also, you know, we posted a photo on our social media as well, showing off the size comparison between the miniatures, and like, you know, the airship definitely stands out as one of the biggest pieces.
Yep.
Yeah. So one more question: is VAT included in the price on GameFound or not?
At the moment, the prices you can see are in euro, and they not VAT included. So VAT will be charged separately in the pledge manager. However, it's very important. What is important to say is that first of all, we're going to open Stretch Pay. So Stretch Pay allows you to pay within a few installments. You don't have to pay it for everything straight away. We're gonna give you 6 months to actually pay it, which is great. I think this is the best feature of GameFound. That's one thing. But we have to charge now VAT separately, and the main reason for that one is actually our business grown to the level when we have to pay we surpass sales in the United States for many states, so it means we have to charge additionally on the checkout additional tax, sales tax for those states. So yeah, that's the thing. So we have to do it. We have to do it in the pledge manager. Yes.
Yeah, it's also a lot easier for our team to just handle the pledges this way, to do the VAT and any additional costs in the pledge manager.
Yeah. Oh, that thing. So I know this graphic was completely confusing, really confusing. So we wanted to show you basically a core set. So we have 3 ideas, 3 themes basically for each of the core set, and then that comes with the fries, and those fries are basically additional sub themes, like a centerpieces, like kind of. And I'm gonna be showing you because we have one more which was designed. I'll show you at the end of the presentation. But anyway,
one thing I'll also
let's go
include this question.
Yes.
So themes. If there are any unlocked ones, can you pick anything that was unlocked? Yes, you can pick any combination you want. If we have all the super stretch goals unlocked, so 3. You can pick any 3, any combination. You can pick 3 of the same one. You can pick 3 of the 3 individual ones. It doesn't matter. You can pick any 3
from the unlocked ones. Yes.
Yeah, from the unlocked ones.
Yes, that's correct. Yes. which I have on this graphic as well, I think.
Yeah.
So click through. Yeah. Okay. So tier number 1 will give you to pick anyone. Basically anyone, you can pick anyone. We're looking at the founding goals plus maybe 35,000. So once we reach the founding goals and then surpass by $35,000, because I think the campaign will be in dollars, not in euro, by the way. So that's something important to mention. You will be able to pick any. So any of this first level sets, right? So all of those, you can pick any. So tier 2 allows you to pick 2. If you want to go for one spider nest and another set of the spider nest, go for it. Okay, so we give you a, yeah, that's what it is. We give you a slots to pick, and then you can pick from any unlocked ones. Yeah, that makes sense now? Yeah.
Yep.
And then click again through. And the third one, we want to unlock roundabout in 10 times funding. So once the funding surpass 10 times, so this is what I'm saying. I don't know if we're gonna get there. We're gonna look at the 3 sets. So you can pick 3 sets and then click through again. So calculating through the value of it, just from the super stretch goals, once the super stretch goals get unlocked, you're looking at least 204 euro save.
Oh, it's slightly, unfortunately, blocked by the Caves logo on our...
Oh, yeah, Caves logo. I forgot about that Caves logo, sorry. So, yeah, as we mentioned, it's going to be around about 200.
Yeah, 204 euro.
Yeah. Maybe let's go through those questions here we have on the chat board, right? So let's have a look on the top. If there is any... I think the first one. Let's go to the first. Let's go to the far top.
Oh, far top, okay.
Yep, because we missed many. Yeah, maybe that one. I'm happy to answer this one very, very quickly. So
yeah, will items from Dosler and other previous Kickstarters be available? Yes, they will.
Yes, they will. We don't know.
We showed it earlier this live stream.
Exactly.
Well.
We don't know what portion of the Deus Lair will be available. I'd like to make the books available. That's for sure, because we have to print even more because of they're gonna hit retail anyway at some point. Maybe even full pledge of miniatures if somebody wants to. I don't know. We don't know yet. Okay, let's have a look if there's...
I got one. Can you write down the criteria for the freebies? Are the add-ons sufficient, or is there a core set a minimum? Yes, so the website will be updated to say... because right now, I believe it's a little bit confusing. The graphic says, Wanderer 1 through 91 euro with like add-ons unlocked. That's going to be changed. It should say no pledge. And there shouldn't be a cost, so you must purchase a pledge at least if you want to receive the stretch goals. Yeah. Because there has been some confusion in the past. Where, we have someone that buys 10 add-ons and then they ask where their stretch goals are because they weren't entirely they didn't entirely understand what what the pledge entailed. Yeah.
Marcin.
Yeah, again, Marcin from our team. If you want a proper sample of pre-painted terrain, then keep in mind that the first set will release to retail on March the 8th.
I've got that one here to show you in a second.
Yeah. Are any of the sci-fi sets going to be pre-painted?
Now we have this discussion, it's tough discussion because I would like to make a sci-fi set with new rampart. So new rampart, which will be scaled up to dimensions of the Dungeons and Lasers.
Is it going to be compatible with Dungeons and Lasers?
Yeah, it will be compatible with Dungeons and Lasers.
That's cool,
because we have some sci-fi Dungeons and Lasers, so we will expand on that line and then we will build up on that one, I think. Yeah. One thing is that when we start rampart, we did different scale for walls for rampart and different scale for the Dungeon Lasers now. It was me, I wasn't connecting dots basically, so...
I do think it's somewhat compatible, but you do have to kit bash it quite a bit to make it work.
It's too much work.
Yeah, well, it's too much work. I've seen some people do it because...
I want to make it plug and play.
Yeah, definitely. Let's see, what questions are here as well? Will vertical stackability with pillars appear as the stretch goals? It's not part of any of the core sets, and the concept art you shared before looked great.
Yes, we're gonna move to stretch goals, actually to normal stretch goals right now, so we will show you this.
Yeah, okay, let's move it.
Let's move it.
Yeah, so here we have some props and some parts.
Yep. Then there will be some miniatures, by the way. So this is miniatures which we made out of our team members. The one on the bottom is actually Shimon, Victoria, and I think the one on the top is whom? It's yeah, okay. So you'll be able to get additional dwarves miniatures. Then we have a railroad tracks. That will be quite a large. I think it's going to be entire sprue of those things. So, and again, if you're going to want more, we're probably going to add more into add-ons. So yeah, you will be able to actually get more tracks, but the number of tracks will be enough to actually cover around about 20 inches, something like that, square inches. Okay, let's move on to the next one. And yeah, that's another one. And another one. And then you have some mining props. Oh, go back for a second. So this is kind of how to sell this one. This is like a pedestal, right? Or something like that one. So we're thinking about there's some large elements as well to be available in this campaign. I think this is one of the first campaigns when we decided to go and making sure that we're not gonna blow over number of tools we designed. So the concept artist Martin, I think, was actually placing them correctly on the tooling. So we'll be able to add some big things as well. I think there's about 20 of tools we plan to add just for the stretch goals, normal stretch goals. So
yeah, I'll just want to go through some questions quickly. Yeah, so Minotaur and Jelly Cubes also locked to pledges. Yes, you must purchase a pledge if you have, if you're a returning backer or if you want to follow a gift, then you must purchase a pledge because it comes free with your first pledge, not with your like add-on purchase.
Yeah.
And again, no more lasers. Again, like we discussed a second ago, we are looking at releasing Rampart lines, but modifying them so it's more compatible with Dungeons lasers. So you can have sci-fi terrain and also plug it in with your.
Yeah. But this is for the next campaign, by the way.
Yeah, so this is quite it's quite far away. Damian Hubish also, have you considered any other super stretch goals than rooms or sub themes? Right now, we are looking at 3 super stretch goals when previous campaigns had much more. I think it's also worth mentioning that the super stretch goals in this campaign are a lot larger than the ones in previous ones. Bigger.
Yeah, so the super stretch goals in the previous campaign, we have a mix of large models and smaller models. So 1 sprue models. Here you get a set basically. So that's the thing. It's more about the terrain, about the coverage on your table and what we want to do. If you want to add a large number of the super stretch goals, they have to be smaller, which won't work. Because obviously it's a terrain, so you need a point of interest or larger section of your campaign to be played on instead of actually having a smaller bits. There are a couple other things. I would say some of the stretch goals, if you combine them together, they're gonna give you super stretch goal, like a railroad tracks, for instance. I would consider this one as a kind of super stretch goal, but we divided them into normal stretch goals as well. Yeah.
Yeah, one more thing as well. Railroad tracks need many sprues. This is something we might actually look into now.
Yeah, I mentioned it's gonna be an entire sprue of that one once it's unlocked. It's quite a lot. We packed them a lot of them, and we will make them available probably to purchase additionally in a pledge manager as a separate purchase, basically. If you want to even more, if you want to really like cover entire table of it, yeah.
Mm-hmm. One more thing here. Caves have a strong focus on pre-painted stuff. Are the new sites starting to be painted? I think the rocky caves are relatively easy to paint, but some of the more specific themes like the Belly of the Beast and the, specifically Belly of the Beast will probably take you a bit longer because there's a lot more detail on it, on the terrain.
Yeah, let me show you. Because we have here a few... yeah, maybe just turn on the camera, so unboxing camera. So this is one of the tests we did on the old sprues, right? Just to show you, and there are lots of books being painted and so on, so on. This is the I think this is the demonic one.
It's Belly of the Beast.
Sorry, that's Belly of the Beast. So yeah, you're correct. It's got quite a lot of details on that one actually to be painted like you would normally paint by yourself. So it'll take you a lot of time. But this, this you can get that.
Yeah, it definitely looks amazing if you get it pre-painted.
Yeah.
But yeah, if you definitely want to paint up something quickly, then we do recommend probably getting the Rocky Caves set.
That's Rocky, right?
That's demonic.
That's the demonic one. So the demonic one is also, it's got quite a lot of details here. Let me just, my camera is like not set up correctly again. So that will take you some time as well to actually work on that one, yeah. Right. And hold on one second. And for the Rocky, that's the Rocky, right? So It is still got quite a lot of detail on it anyway. Yes, but you could dye brush and stuff. So yeah.
Yep. And another question: if someone got the if someone pledged for Del Slayer, are they considered a returning backer? Yes. If you pledged for any of our previous campaigns, then you are considered to be a returning backer.
Yep.
Even heroes. Okay.
Okay. Let's go through another pages. So obviously small props, large props, some entrances to different sections of the different sections of your caves, and then more dwarves. Oh, that's the bridges, kind of bridges, not actually arches. I would call them arches. This is something new which Marcin come up with as a great idea, I think. So you're gonna get like additional arch, which will have some, the props holes as well. So yeah.
Yeah, we've got some...
And then plenty tiny bits.
Yeah, plenty of tiny bits, you know, camp supplies and everything.
That's not over. There's 80 of them.
Oh yeah, there's like a ton of concepts, guys. You know, it all just depends how far we get into the campaign.
So we're thinking also about traps. There's lots of traps, and then we have mushrooms, by the way. So you can make actually like a full tile of mushrooms, oven-grown rock, whatever that means. Then we have again the stone arches, some doors, some gates. I think this is like a set of gates, and actually here for the gates they're gonna be fully functional, by the way. So slightly different solution that we had last time, but they're gonna be fully functional, so you can open them and close them, right?
Yeah, we got even more concept.
So that's the hold on one second. That's the bridge. So this is what we mentioned about the additional bridges, kind of, but they stone, right? So they're not like not stone, not stone bridge, but they basically made out of how to call that. How to call this bridge? I mean, it's not stone bridge, because stone bridge is the human made, but that's natural.
No, it's
stone bridge.
It's still a bridge. It's still a stone bridge.
Right. Yeah. So it's gonna be connecting. That one I did show you something similar. So this is actually to give you chances to build another layer. That's what we mentioned about that one. So you could potentially build another layer. That's traps. So more traps. That's actually more bridges. So
yeah,
also
we've got wooden bridges. Rope bridge.
Yeah.
Or some, I believe this is a metal gate, or
yeah, that's the metal gate, and then you have some dwarves props again.
Some more traps.
Yep. More traps.
Here we've got some scatter terrain.
Mushrooms.
Yeah, mushrooms.
More mushrooms.
And what have you.
Normal props, and then obviously some typical what you will find in the caves. Why not? The bookshelf, why not? Yeah, so more traps, more elements, some stones, and some random bits and bobs, and that's about it.
Yeah,
that's about it. That's only partially, I think this is just a partial stretch goal. So if you think about the stretch goals, if we unlock everything, you're looking at the saving at least from 200 to 300 euro. This is how much content you're gonna get. It's 20 sprues of stretch goals. 20 sprues, at least 20 sprues of stretch goals. So and
this is just the regular stretch goals.
Yep, and that's regular stretch goals. On top of that, you're gonna get super stretch goals. So this is why, going back to this question originally when we had why there is not that many super stretch goals in the campaign, only 9, because that's 9 sets by the way. So it is we have a tons of small stuff for this campaign, which is required for the training campaign.
Yeah, I will say every time someone gets one of our campaigns, they are very surprised by how much stuff they get for the prices they pay. That's all I can say. Okay, so moving on. We've got the color scheme for the belly of the beast.
Yeah, I show you the floors. That's the wall. Then we have the demonic caves. That's the walls. And the floors. The color slightly, the shade of the color might vary. By the way, once we actually gonna get I can show you those things. I mean, no, we're gonna move to actually next slide that shows. So next slide is about the camera. Okay, let's move on to camera. I want to explain you a concept for the pre-painted, right? So let's go. Let me change the camera. Let's start with sets. I'll show you. They look here, right? Okay, that's the lighting is not the best here to show you, but this is the that's the water mine, right? As the fully pre-painted set, you get that on spruce like this. So that's one side, the other side. Just to show you the detail of pre-painted, this is where you can, I mean, normally you would play at that level. So on that level, it looks extremely amazing, but even on zoom in, there's nothing to complain about it, right? Yeah. And
again, once again, reminding everyone, March 8th, I believe.
Yes,
this is coming out.
That is going to stores. And
yeah,
you can
retail
buy,
stores.
You can buy it in a retail store, fully pre-painted set like that. It is still on a spruce. You still have to cut it out. You still have to clip it out, but that's about it. You don't have to do any more work on that one. So that's one set. And the reason why I'm showing you this is that we've been working on this pre-painted set, and which we haven't explained you very well is the possibilities we have with this pre-painting technique and pre-painting machines and pre-painting terrain, right? That's the Abomination Vault pre-painted. So as you can see, that's the same sprue, but every single sprue is different in terms of a detail, right? That's only test, by the way. You're not gonna get a product with that much blood splashes on it and whatsoever. We just wanted to do it just to show you that when it comes to actually going for our products, when it comes to go for the caves, every single cave element you will find will have like, you know, if it contains of 5 the same sprues, every single sprue will be painted differently. So I mean by that, it will have some subtle details added to the sprues, and then once you assemble the caves itself, they're never gonna look exactly the same. So you're not gonna get copy paste of exactly the same elements, right? So I just want to show you this, that yes, we could do many things with it, many. Here you have a eyes painted yellow, right? Here is nothing painted. You have a much more dirt on it. There's nothing on that one. So yeah, some blood stains, some footprints and stuff like that. Okay, so that's very important to note. This is not like you're gonna get copy paste like on a stamping machine. No, every single sprue will be different, right? It's very important. What else? As for the caves, we're still working on the main colors. We still didn't figure out the main color. So we're still trying to find which color would be the best. Either it's gonna be a little bit darker, or maybe some lighter colors and stuff. Maybe some more greenish, also some green, more green tint, whatever they call it. But we still didn't figure it out. Before the campaign starts, you're going to see exactly the final colors for those elements, for those tiles, right? What else? Yeah, I can show that. That's the Abomination Vault, which was made of this pre-painted spruce, right? So, I mean, I can show you close up as much as possible like this, right?
Yeah, the possibilities are definitely endless with this technology, and we're really looking forward to see where we can take it, or how far we can take it.
Okay. Okay, so what else we have on that one? I would say that is all. Yeah, let's have a look. What's the is there any questions? Let's go through the questions maybe. Go to the questions. I'm gonna be showing them more.
Will the Abomination Vaults be available in the Caves Kickstarter? I don't believe we're planning on releasing the Abomination Vaults, right?
No, Abomination Vaults, they won't be available.
Yeah, this set here is just for testing purposes. It's just to show off the possibilities, because it's just one of the sets we have on hand. And yeah.
Yep. Go for the next questions.
Yeah. Yes to more mushrooms and strange subterranean plants. Definitely agree on that one. Someone has a lot of sprues from Woodhaven still. Can he send them back to us for pre-painting?
Unfortunately, no.
That would be kind of unlucky.
Not unlucky, impossible at the moment, because we wouldn't be able to do that.
Any questions you?
Go up. That was some good question. I just reckon that the edges of the floor tiles extremely present on all the sets. Is it possible to make the edges in the same design like the rest of the tile for the natural smooth transition? Do you mean this? You mean the edges there? Right? That's what you mean, right? Are they very smooth?
I believe so.
So if we... That's the thing. We could potentially make them. We could potentially add some more detail, but then there's gonna be problem with the walls actually going here and clipping here. So you wouldn't be able to assemble in any variant you want. So we're kind of limited to. And the other thing is, as you can see nowadays, and that's the discussion I just had with my team just literally a few days ago. It's about how much we have to make those squares visible, because at the end of the day it's for dungeons, for RPG systems, and some of the RPG systems use squares. So we decided to go, if you put two of them together, that flat here won't be that flat will make basically you know, you'll be able to distract one tile from the another tile, so much more easier when you actually move your miniatures and models. So there is an amount of detail which is in minus. We call them in minus, so it goes a little bit deeper, but yeah, that's the kind of, I don't know, process limitation or the product limitation, but I don't think it's that big problem anyway. Okay, let's go to the next one. Questions.
I'd request not too much tint. It's easy for us to add a green wash if we want a green tint on things to customize.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I agree.
I think that's fair.
I mean, that's fair. That's fair comment. This is completely fair comment. If you wanna, even if you want to, I mean, bear in mind you can always buy unpainted ones, right? So like. We're gonna make unpainted ones as well, so you can always go for a painting set, and then with this set, you can easily paint it by yourself. By the way, so if you want to go for that one, if you still want to work on a pre-painted one, I'm guessing we're gonna be looking at different type of. Yeah, we're gonna be looking at different type of. I don't like this greenish neither, so I don't like this greenish neither. So I think we're gonna have to. We're still working on the colors. Yeah. What I was trying to say. So,
I think one thing that's worth getting feedback at this point, or at this stage, is maybe about the gold nuggets on these, or do you want to?
Yeah, I mean, okay, so let's go back again to this camera. So you can see the gold nuggets here, right? Some of them. Obviously, as I mentioned, and I showed you a few seconds ago, you're gonna get one sprue with the gold nuggets. Every other one will be without. I mean, they're gonna be painted different colors. So that's the mix you're going to find on the. On your set, right? So it's like yourself. You wouldn't be painting every single golden nugget. That might be stone, but we can paint it like normal stone, and that's what we're gonna do. So you can see here quite a lot because it just was one sample. The another floor will have different. The stones gonna be painted differently, and then golden nuggets won't be there. Simple as that.
Right now, the Rocky set doesn't photograph as impressively as the Legacy sets because grey is boring. Yeah, I will say it looks better in person. I think there's quite a bit of different colors on the rocky caves that I think contrast quite well, but maybe they're not as visible under the camera.
That's the lighter.
Yeah, that's definitely a bit more visible.
So again, this one is slightly more brownish, right? There is one more slightly more greenish. So as I said, the final color is not ready there, and we were gonna be showing the final color once we have it. So next couple of weeks, I believe so. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. We can probably head through now, right?
Yeah. Let's go through thingy. Oh, we found a place on the spruce. So some additional elements will be added into the spruce. You don't see them on a page, but they're gonna be shown on a page soon. It's kind of, I think, what we were missing. We were missing like a end elements, end elements. So yeah, the guys come up with something like that. Well, designers, and I have some examples to show you. So this is the one which goes on the on one of the sets, and that's the other one which goes on the Rocky Cave sets as well. So I think demonic cave, sorry, that's the demonic set. So some of the sets will get it, some of the sets won't get it. It's all depend on the place on the sprue, but the page will be reflected with those additional elements as well.
Yeah, so here we have the sub-theme Chambers of Agony. This is just a render and a work in progress, of course.
So that's one. Yep.
Here we've got the more of the Abyss, another sub-theme. I don't know, you want to explain, maybe?
I won't be explaining.
Okay.
It's nothing to...
For now, you can just take screenshots and observe.
I really like that one. So the Goblin Lair is my favorite, to be honest. I would go like 2, maybe 3 sets and get some Goblin miniatures, and really, yeah, that would be my session to go. So from the caves going into the massive Goblin Lair. And what is in there, by the way, this is but you don't see it here, this is actually hut. That's the Goblin hut, which goes around it.
Yeah, this part.
Yeah, because it's messy. I mean, at the moment you don't see it. I mean, once we have a proper render, when we have it actually done, you'll be able to see it. But there's actually hut which goes around it, around the this massive hole in there. So yeah.
Right. I also have a question. Is this massive hole like is this the actual final set? How many elements will be in the set, or?
Almost, I think. There's some tiny changes which the team is going to do because there is some props, and you don't see those props here. I think there's a props which is like a kind of bridge to cover some of the holes. So yeah.
Yes.
Also...
that was mainly my question: is if it's possible to like cover the holes without the element in the middle.
Yeah.
Okay. Sub-theme Combat Arena. I think we've shown some concepts for this before.
We did. I did show maybe I haven't shown this picture. Maybe on the last time, I'm not sure. But that's the my favorite, by the way. So that's my favorite at the moment. It's got everything. It's got corridors. It's got the centerpiece when you fight your demons against your demons, and you got like stairs, the stone stairs to get there. So almost everything in order, almost everything perfect. So that's for the combat arena.
One thing: how many sets does it take to make the Goblin Lair you just showed? Exactly one set. Yeah.
That's your super stretch goal. That's what you get.
That's one super stretch goal, well, for free.
So that's what I mentioned. They're gonna be quite large. They're not tiny super stretch goals. They're really, really large.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's one. I mean, everything. That's all photo. I mean, from the presentation. So I will just repeat myself again. This is one stretch goal, super stretch goal, and that's also one set of the super stretch goal. That's what you're gonna get. So you can build that entire arena with all that things.
Yeah, I think the rough size comparison would be probably like about the size of
about the size of
the city of Absalom, right?
Yeah, city of Absalom will be the same size.
About this size. Obviously, you know, once you lay it out, it's obviously going to take up a lot more space. But you should probably expect one super stretch goal to be around this size, which you know, it's quite a lot.
Yeah. I mean, for those of you who actually own Dungeon Lasers, you can actually make this one with your own sets, and you'll be able to compare it how much you're gonna get with the super stretch goal. So the super stretch goal is actually quite fatty, right? So same goes for that one. Yeah, it's just one set. Obviously, if you're gonna get 2 or 3 sets, you can make a massive table out of the super stretch goals if you want. But that's what we wanted to do. We wanted to basically make those super stretch goals as a I will keep saying the same stuff, as a point of interest. It's like you're going from your caves into somewhere where all the action is happening, and then you move.
Boss room or something, you know.
Exactly. That's the thing. That's the thing. So that's what we wanted to do. Same for that one. Yeah, it's one set. That's what you can actually assemble from that one set.
Okay, well, maybe you should go through some questions now.
Let's move on. Let's have a look at the questions from the top. I don't want to miss any questions.
On your samples of the demonic and belly, the small center bits look to be pre-painted, or the connectors also?
On your samples of the demonic belly, the small center bits look to be pre-painted. Those pins.
Oh, the pins. Yeah.
I think pins will be also pre-painted. They have to be, or they're gonna be in the correct color plastic. So when I say the correct color plastic is that we're gonna be make it. Let me just show you. be easy to show you, right? Right, so that thing. The pins you're going to get, they're gonna be in the color of plastic, and the color of plastic will be very similar color to the main color of the terrain. So this one is like a pinkish, so the plastic will be also pinkish on the sides, and that will be pinkish on the side. So yeah, you're gonna get, they're gonna blend in nicely for the pre-painted, like you have here, for instance, those things. And we have it here as well. We don't have that one, but yeah, that's the idea. They're gonna blend in. Otherwise, the product will be fully finished, right? I mean, we want to give you something, you won't have to paint it at all, and everything will be perfect. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, maybe let's have a look from the top, because
I'm not sure if there was more questions here, but
okay.
Can we grab extra regular stretch goals without whole additional core pledges?
That's a tough question. I don't know. Maybe we're gonna get them available in a pledge manager, like we did in a few campaigns back. Only because we don't know the content, we don't know we don't know how much we're gonna be unlocking, and it's gonna be quite difficult to give you them now before we unlock them, right? So yeah.
Yeah, because this campaign, it will be done in GameFound, so I mean, yeah, maybe once the pledge manager is unlocked, maybe we'll look into it then. Yeah. What now? Can we get a bridge in the Rocky Cave set like in the other two? I'm pretty sure the sprues are already planned out, so this is unlikely, but you will get, like we showed earlier, multiple bridges in the in the regular stretch goals actually. So if you decide to purchase a core set, they'll definitely be in there. Just not per Rocky Caves set.
Yeah, they vary. They got different elements in there, different bobs. Some of them having more walls, some others it's got like yeah, like a bridge. Okay.
Chronicle X add-ons would be epic or as a surprise, you know? I find myself agreeing with you, but not sure that's for this campaign.
Right. Okay, let's have a look on the bottom of the questions. If we have any more questions, we will...
Will there be transition tiles? I don't think we have plans.
We do.
We do.
We do. Yes, we haven't showed them on. I don't think I showed them on the in a stretch goal section. Maybe I did, but I know the team was working on a transition, the stretch goal. So maybe it wasn't shown here, but I think they're going to be somewhere. No, I don't have them here, but yes, there is a plan to actually have transition from going from. Wouldn't this be a transition then? Or maybe that was the transition one.
No,
from
that's part of the regular gate, no?
I think so. Okay, I know the team was working on that.
Okay, so that's good to know. I actually didn't know that, but it's good to know.
Yeah.
Okay, will stretch goals and super stretch goals be pre-painted? The super stretch goals are basically the sub-themes. If you purchase a pre-painted set or like a pledge, then yes, they will be. The regular stretch goals will not, because they mainly consist of props and miniatures, and well, we don't really have the technology there yet. Maybe in the future, we'll be able to offer pre-painted miniatures and props.
Yeah. So we want to take it slowly with this technology, because we're 100% sure it's not type of fake it till you make it, right? Because you will probably find this one in many companies. We are 100% sure that we have great quality for terrain. And we don't know whether we're going to have a great quality for miniatures and models, and how long it will take us to actually develop this technology. So not for this campaign. Maybe in the future campaigns, but not for this campaign.
I think this is a very important question. Does the stone color in the mine set match the deep cave set? Because I do think it varies a little bit, I think, in comparison to these two here.
Between which? Between this one?
Yeah, between the Dwarven Mine and the Rocky Caves.
Let's have a look. I mean, at the moment, definitely yes. Yes, actually, this is a good point to. Maybe that one will be much more comparable. But I don't think so. This one is a little bit lighter than that one. So yeah, we're gonna have to find some consensus between them. And this is actually a very good point. That we should match. I mean, I don't know. We didn't connect the dots again. And I think you're right about that one. And this question is very valid to make sure that everything we do, like when we do those things, they should match the others. So that's what we're gonna work on. Yeah, and then the color is very consistent across the board, except to things like belly, the beast belly or something like that.
Yeah.
Belly of the beast.
I would also appreciate stretch goals as an add-on after the campaign ends when the pledge manager opens. So yeah, we'll definitely look into it, see if it's possible.
It will be possible, but we need to know the content, basically. I don't want to ask you to, pledge for additional, I don't know, €35 when I'm gonna be only unlocking 10, 15 stretch goals. That's no point, right? Because we don't know how the campaign goes. I mean, yeah.
Are the add-ons only creatures, or will there be terrain ones also, like sub-theme add-ons?
So just quickly going back to this add-ons.
Yep. We did mention this before, but once unlocked, once the super stretch goal sub-themes are unlocked, you'll be able to also purchase them as add-ons additionally. But yeah.
Just hide this comment. So that's the list of add-ons. At the moment, it's still working in progress, but the miniature set, the various different sets, so including campaign, some of the stuff if you haven't signed up for the page, and then legacy stuff, which will be expanded a little bit more, and then everything which is unlocked for super stretch goal will be additional element, terrain element to purchase if you want more of the same sets.
Is there any plans for upgrades to the Stronghold under Scythian Tavern? I'd love to see a grand entrance for the Tavern and the Stronghold, for example.
Is there any plans for upgrade the Stronghold? Yeah, there are plans. Mainly for retail, or mainly for the retail, yes. Marcin actually replied to that comment, so that's great. Yeah.
I would also greatly like the compatibility thing. For example, if Caverns and Demonic could be compatible in color, that would be great to use them together. Yeah, because if you look here, they are quite different in like color-wise here. Is that also something we're considering to make the Demonic caves more similar to the Rocky in color?
I don't think so. I don't think we can do the Demonic one, but everything is open. The options are there, and that's really a good point which you guys mentioned, because if somebody wants to buy every single set, and if they put that on a table, like assemble entire set, they kind of gonna look out of content. So that's something I'm gonna look with the team. So we have to pick kind of a main color, a main tint, I would rather say, for all the sets. And then work on that one. Yes.
Yeah, definitely. Goblin Mine and Spider Caves and caves should have matching colors in them. I think this is a good point, because we have like the additional parts in that particular sub-theme set, which differentiates it from the regular terrain. But having like the base rock color be the same, I think is pretty. It's a valid point.
I agree. Okay, maybe we can go through quickly, because I want to go quickly through the page. Just 1 second. Let me just check let me quickly change to a page. That's what it is. Right, that's the page. Bear in mind, this is still working in progress, the page itself, and we are gonna be. Go from the top if you want. What's the plan?
1 sec. Shadow and Sun, you can have the link is right here. The website is freely available for everyone to look at. Yeah, starting off, of course, we've got the live session right here.
Let's have a look at the questions. I believe there's some questions which I don't have it on the I might not have it on the presentation.
This is a bit annoying. Well, I mean, I have already answered a decent chunk of these questions, so probably no point.
We can do to the public if you. Okay.
Yeah, I mean, starting off, we've got this trailer video over here. I think it looks quite nice. I will say these are still just 3D printed samples, and it's not final. Of course, final quality is going to be much better, as you'll know. Here we've got obviously the follower's gift, Gelatinous Cube. Oh, sorry. We've got the Gelatinous Cube, and it can fit a miniature inside. If the miniature doesn't obviously extend too far past its base, then yeah, it can fit a miniature inside.
Yeah, this time around we got the correct size.
That is good, yeah. We've got a returning backers gift, so everyone from Del Slayer or any other previous campaign, you get a free Minotaur, which is also really nice.
Here is the section which was the which was causing a little bit of concerns about showing too much at the start before the campaign goes, but that is gonna be fixed soon.
Yeah. Obviously, we got like the stretch goals here as well. Tons more. Obviously, we've shown some previously.
Some bits and bobs about the miniatures. To be honest, we got extremely great concepts for the miniatures. I think they're amazing. So. For those of you who jump only in miniatures, they're not interested in any type of terrain, that would be additional good 3 sets to get, and for that price you aren't gonna get any better. Yeah.
Got a comparison between the
Yeah, we did that. I think it's necessary to show the difference between our sets and the competition sets. Some people will say it's not the best move.
I think it's fine. I think it's fine. One thing we need to do is a price comparison. I think. Oh yeah. Between like how much it costs and how much space it covers, because I think that's quite important.
That would be the next one. That would be the next step to show you exactly, because obviously we do for the first time we will have pre-painted terrain, so this might attract many people from the RPG, which they usually only go for the pre-painted terrain, so that would be great to explain to them that the quality and everything else around it. So yeah, some bits and bobs info about it. So it's a hard plastic, nothing gonna happen. Oh, paint, by the way, I forgot to mention, because there was some questions before about the paint. You cannot actually scrape it off. I mean, you will scrape it off the paint with the plastic, so this is how fast how much you have to scrape it off. But normally, normal use whatsoever, this paint is not going nowhere. It's going nowhere, absolutely nowhere. It's cured, it's UV cured, it's bonded with laser. That's why Dungeon is a laser, bonded with
yeah, bonded with lasers.
Bonded with lasers.
I think you even showed yourself like trying to scrape off the paint in a previous live stream. Yeah.
I did. So
you have to scrape off the literal plastic to get the paint off. So it's not going to come off that easily.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Okay, and then we talk about 3 themes, and then we show those themes. The content will go up again because, as I mentioned, we found a little bit of space on the spruce, but coverage is 26 inches, at least 26 inches I would say, and tons of elements goes with it. And demonic caves, as we did mention, slightly different set to the previous set because you get the bridge.
I believe these will also require another update because they will be changed again because we added we had the space on the sprue.
Yes, yeah, so here we will find additional elements as well, so the value will go up. Yeah, that's the one. This is I showed you today. That's truly pre-painted by the Prismacast terrain. This is the same one which I was showing to you.
Yeah, almost too good to be true. Almost.
I mean,
the pledges.
I mean, I have some stories to tell you from trade shows, but
I think we'll save that for another time.
had a competition come in like 10 times, competition which makes actually not really competition because we don't make paints, but they make paints, and lots of them, and they were just coming back and forth constantly to our stand looking at this pre-painted set. They couldn't believe that we have now something like that. So
I mean, it is hard to believe, right?
It is.
Usually you just have like 10 people just painting the same thing. Usually doesn't look very good, but we got the technology.
Yeah, and then the what you get per each of the sets, this will be also updated. I think what is required here is a little bit more info about what exactly you're gonna get, like to show you exactly the content, because the that's what it's. Yeah, so it's not really visible, I think. Yeah, there's this space coverage, especially how much table I can cover with each of the sets. That's very, very important. at least from minimum to maximum table coverage. That's what I would like to have it then.
Yep, for sure.
Because then it will give you much easier way to choose what you want and yeah, or how big campaign you want to basically play.
I think it might be worth, just as a side note, maybe like removing, like combining these two. So just have this graphic sliced in half where you have like the table coverage, entire table coverage, and then you just have like half of it pre-painted and half of it just unpainted. I think that might be a good idea.
Yeah.
Yeah, so again, here we have the pledges summary. This will be changed. So this 1 to 91, it says Wanderer pledge. This isn't a pledge tier, not a real pledge tier. This is just if you purchase no pledge or just the add-ons. So this means that you're not going to get any of the stretch goals or anything like the returning backer mini or follow mini.
Yeah. I mean, yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
It says here if you're gonna go for the Wanderer only, you only get add-ons, so you got access to buy add-ons, but nothing on the regular stretch goals, nothing on the stretch goals.
But again, it's just confusing because if you purchase multiple add-ons and you go over that €91 threshold, you know, some people think that they get like an entire pledge.
That makes sense. That makes sense. Yeah. Wow, could do that.
Okay, here we have like an explanation of the super stretch goals. That obviously, you know, we still have a bunch of questions when it comes to the. We're still getting a bunch of questions when it comes to the super stretch goals. So this section is here to explain that. But yeah, as I've explained earlier, for each super stretch goal, you get one sub theme for free. Well, we unlock 3 sub themes for starters, and then you get one sub theme to choose for free. And that sub theme can be anything you want. So any of the previously unlocked sub themes, or you know, you can just say wait till you see the future sub themes.
Can you switch it to the camera for quickly? Because I've seen some questions about the.
No, wrong one.
Yeah, no worries. So that's what it is. I mean, that's my finger, right? So I cannot scrape it off. I mean, at that level of, you know, should make the video. Now there's a guy who makes video and scrape off the screens of the of the phones. But in general, that's my finger, right? My finger is not good enough. I've got that, so that's the clipper.
Yeah, maybe you can grab a clip or a knife.
You have to scrape it off. Oh, I already did that. So you have to scrape it quite deeply to actually see something. And really to scrape it off everything, you have to go to quite deeper into the plastic. So yeah, it's really, I mean, this is sharp like a knife, right? So I mean, at least the tip of it. So believe me or not, this paint is going nowhere. It's gonna last forever. The paint on the pre-paint.
You know what we should do?
It's a high grade commercial paint. It's a high grade commercial paint, and it's not the water based whatsoever. So yeah,
we should do a durability comparison between us and maybe, you know, Dwarven Forge.
Nah, maybe at some point.
Because, you know, I've seen Dwarven Forge. They just grab a tree and they just smash it. They just smash it, which I think it sells the product quite well.
Okay, we can do. Let's
and it survives. The tree survives though. That's the best part.
Really? Okay,
yeah.
So we're gonna set up something and we're gonna get forklift all over it. So we'll see how it goes. Yeah. Okay, so let's have a look on the page quickly.
Yep. Here we've got some more information about us. Roll feature on the mouse isn't very good, unfortunately. Yeah, so about us, of course. As you all might know, if you're watching this stream, you probably know more than the average backer about us. But we do have this this promo video, of course. But we also have some more information about our previous campaigns, like how, you know, we tend to deliver earlier than we, you know, usually set out to do. Unlike a lot of other campaigns that do crowdfunding. But yeah, obviously we've got a ton of backers from previous campaigns, a ton of previously funded campaigns too, and delivered, of course. And again, we didn't ask for more money during the shipping crisis either. Here, I'll just, you know, you can just look at this section. It was recently added. Don't look into it too deeply.
There's a couple of people.
I mean, yeah. Maybe we can add them. But yeah, the photo of me, quite unflattering, but it is what it is. But yeah, our team is absolutely lovely. More or less, you know, we've got some people holding, like, you know, the signs or like the photos.
That's what they do.
Photos or, like, you know, the things that they do at the company. But yeah, there's an explanation here of what our team sets out to do, of course.
Yeah, Derek is missing. Yeah, that's correct.
Oh, true.
At least Derek is missing. Yeah. Okay, I think that's gonna be it. Let's have a look for maybe some more questions we have here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's have a look here. Please, sir, may I have some mimics? That is a very good question. I mean, I'm not sure we have space left in this campaign, but, you know, maybe we'll have to see if there's space on the sprue and there's time.
We'll see how far the campaign goes.
Yeah.
See how far the campaign goes.
That's code for probably not. I'm kidding, of course. Mike Moon says, now I want to make a video proving its durability, for sure. Yeah, I mean, our terrain should be quite durable. We've had a lot of people saying, you know, they dropped our terrain in the past. Or maybe their kids dropped it. You know, it's plastic. It's hard plastic, so it's going to survive a drop.
Yeah, I think the worst material is paper because, you know, not only the it's get all over the time how like a board games, right? When you use quite frequently, it's gonna get damaged, but it's not water resistant, and that's the problem. The paper is the worst one. The plastic obviously will last forever. Yeah.
So if I get pre-painted pledge, are the super stretch goal tiles pre-painted? Yes. This is why the pre-painted pledges cost a decent bit more. I absolutely. Yeah. So over here, the super stretch goals will be pre-painted. As you can see here.
Actually, if you scroll up, this is what it says.
Also, so,
for instance, if you're gonna go for the King of the Mountain, right? First of all, you start on safe with quite a large anyway value, but then you're gonna get more stretch goals. So you pick a pre-painted. I'll explain to you that you're gonna get this pre-painted and then unlock super stretch goals and also Prisma Cast. So they're gonna be pre-painted.
Yeah, but the regular stretch goals are still.
And here in the bottom we says unpainted only. So only the regular stretch goals are unpainted because they are not part of. They're gonna be mixed sprues with many components, and they probably gonna be quite difficult to get there. And I don't want to delay the campaign or, you know, bull the process if I don't have it. I mean, one of the reasons why this campaign being pushed back to this year is because of we needed to make sure the technology is there, that we have technology basically.
Yeah.
So and it works and the resolution is great and quality is great and so on before we actually sell you the product, right?
Yeah. Please do a high resolution gallery like you did for Delslayer. Is this something we're planning in this campaign?
I don't think so. I don't think it's necessary. Maybe we could do it for the miniatures at some point. However, I don't believe we're gonna have all the miniatures 3D sculpt before the campaign. Probably during campaign, gonna be more coming up. So yeah, that's it.
Will the painted terrain be manufactured in Poland? Yes, everything is manufactured in Poland, including the plastic, all the terrain. It's all even modeled by our team as well.
Yeah.
The machines are all here. Well, the pre-painted machines are like literally downstairs. All the sprue making machines are, or plastic injection machines are that way. Yeah, but everything is made in Poland.
Yeah. There's a nice video, by the way, about our manufacturing on Gubertown Hobbies.
Yep.
If you go to the YouTube or to Gubertown Hobbies, it's got quite a good video.
Yeah, how plastic models are made. It's a very good video going over our factory.
Yep.
And our process. Any rapid shipping this time?
Yes.
Yeah. Well, I made the suggestion to rename it to Legacy Shipping, so it's shipping for legacy products. Because I see a lot of people get very confused when they purchase a rapid shipping pledge, and their pledge isn't sent out sooner.
Yeah.
Because they didn't add any legacy products to it. So yeah, it's gonna be probably renamed to Legacy Shipping this time around.
Yeah.
And we also probably need to have it, you know, shown that this is a legacy product and have like a maybe little sticker as well.
Yeah.
How much is shipping? I don't think we have that information yet. We're still looking at shipping prices, of course, because they're still going up and down. But yeah, they will be up by the time the campaign launches, I think, definitely. Or at least the estimated cost.
Must be.
Well, yeah, they have to be.
Must be. So we will have them by the campaign starts. And we're trying to give you really good shipping rates, like really good shipping rates. We're still working with the Green Logistics about that. Right.
How do you plan on handling the super stretch goals with people wanting to change their choices as more super stretch goals unlock? Yes, so before the pledge manager launches, you can do any changes freely. Your pledge isn't closed when you, have it at the end of the campaign. I don't believe so, at least.
No.
Because you still have to pay for shipping.
Okay, so maybe let me explain a little bit. I'll try at least. Sorry for jumping. So you pledge for one of the selections, right? So, for instance, if you're gonna go for the for King of the Mountain, it says that you're gonna get actually here you're gonna get every single one, but it doesn't really matter. You can pick any 9 of 9 unlocks terrain sub-teams. So
any combination.
And then after the campaign, at least 3 to 6 months after the campaign, we're gonna be launching a pledge manager. So during campaign, you don't have to select anything except the pledge. So you're gonna go for this pledge, you wanna go for King of the Mountain, you believe you're gonna get 9 of the 9 sub-teams, or at least a portion of that one, and that's it, and it's locked. And it's locked for you. And then in a pledge manager, you're gonna be able to select it what you want, what you really want. So,
any plans to provide Dose Lair lore for these new environments? 5e rules for traps and hazards, stat blocks for creatures, definitely. There will be some tidbits for lore in the books, in the RPG supplement. I believe there's no reason for us to not add rules for traps and hazards as well.
Yep, I think we have to, because we provide those elements bits. So yeah.
Returning back mini for any backers. If you backed your previous campaign for us, including Heroes of Might and Magic, then yes, you will get the returning backer mini, which is the Minotaur.
Yeah.
What is the community gift? It is the gelatinous. Oh no, it's the Etin. Actually, we showed it earlier. It was written down earlier. We haven't showed any concept art for it yet, though.
Yeah.
But yeah, it will be, if we reach enough shares, I believe on like Facebook or a similar social networking site, then yes, it will be unlocked. But the follower gift, if you follow the campaign before it launches, is the Gelatinous Cube, which is, you can see at the top of the page.
Exactly. There's still good time for, to follow.
Right over here.
Explain maybe the follow. I mean, it says here what to do, so if you...
Yep, the follow button is right at the top of the page. Well, you can actually see it right up here as well.
That's the one.
Yeah, top right.
It says in Polish, observuj.
Yeah, it's in Polish.
Why is it in Polish? I mean, okay, fine.
Yeah.
Detected my location.
Is the coverage of these core sets roughly the same as coverage for the Fantasy Legacy set? The Fantasy core set, I believe. I think it's either more or less the same or bigger, no?
I think no. I think this one is bigger than the core set. I think it's bigger. We will check. I will check that, but I think it's bigger than the front. Yeah, don't pull because it will fall everything. Sure. I think it's bigger. I'll check that. I will have ready answer for the next Q&A. I mean that one is 26 inches. Definitely is larger. The campaign set is definitely larger, much larger than the that set over there. Yeah.
I'm confused. Does King of the Mountain get 9 room sets or 3? You get the super stretch goals 3 times, which totals 9 sub-theme rooms.
One sec. Let me just go there. I think the King of the Mountain give you everything because it is all in pledge. So we give you 9 out of 9. So you got. Hold on a sec. Excuse me. No. I want to go here to to this section. Right up there. Okay, so King of the Mountain give you 9 out of 9. So you get 9. You can select 9 things. You can select 9 times ritual site or 9 times cave or whatever, or one of each.
Yeah, any combination again.
Any combination.
So yeah, you can select 1 of each or 9 of 1. It's up to you. Received Delsler but forgot about the bases. Please reach out to us via our support email. We'll send you the rest of the bases. But please know, you already have enough bases to assemble the entire thing.
Yeah.
To assemble all the miniatures. It's just the bases that you will receive are additional.
Yeah. Okay, I think we're gonna be wrapping up because it's 1 hour and 24 minutes. It's gonna be a little bit too long video, and we're gonna be posting this video as well on the page. I believe tomorrow. And then if you have more questions, drop them under the video in the comment section of the page, on the social media, on the Facebook and such, and we will be able to answer them next couple of weeks.
Yep.
There will be one more session with me and Shimon just before the campaign, and then we will do a campaign start launch. So once the campaign started, there will be one more live when we can actually answer questions during the campaign, like we did. I think we did that on Delsler, right?
I think so. Yeah.
When Delsler started, we were doing the live chat as well, so we'll be exactly the same. And we can repeat everything, all the answers, questions. The launch campaign will be the large launch session will be a little bit longer. I think we're gonna spend like 2 hours maybe with you, answering all the questions and such. Yeah.
Yeah. Just a reminder, live stream again tomorrow as usual. So you can tune in then as well if you've got any additional questions.
Yeah, and
that weren't answered.
Yeah, exactly. And it's gonna be about everything, about all of our projects. And Shadow and Son, I'll be talking about the Star site as well.
Oh well, that's good.
That's
good information for the sci-fi fans out there.
Yep.
Okay.
That'll be all.
Yeah, we're wrapping up then.
So
I guess. Thank you for joining.
Thank you for joining. Thank you for dialing, and we will see you. I will see you tomorrow. And with Shimon, we're going to be seeing you in the next couple of weeks. Thanks.